Hey, what's up, everybody? Back in July of 2020, it's been almost a year. NRG Esports was shopping around for the naming rights to their Rocket League team. If you guys don't remember that video, recommend going and checking it out. A link to it will be in the description. Basically, NRG was on the search of finding a way to find some additional funding and primarily sell the rights of their naming convention to their Rocket League team. We've seen this before with like Vodafone Giants. Some people bring up like Renault Vitality, Shopify Rebellion is similar, but NRG has kind of been on the hunt for quite a while for this, and they've officially secured that sponsor. What's up, everybody? Lawler here, your inside source for all things Rocket League. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the Esports Observer and how they put out an article a long time ago and what it's eventually led to. For those that don't know, like I mentioned in the intro, back in July of 2020, there was conversations surrounding the NRG squad, primarily the Rocket League team, and how they were shopping around trying to find a sponsor for the namesake of NRG. As we know on RLCS, we know them as NRG Esports, whatever you want to state, but they wanted to basically sell that naming right. They wanted to basically say, hey, this is a marketing spot that we can make money off of. As I mentioned in the intro, there's been some examples of this with teams like Shopify Rebellion, and this is nothing new. This is something that a lot of teams do. You can also see it in like traditional sports where you see a bunch of companies actually get the name of a stadium, and that is basically a good way for them to promote their brand anytime people see it or is associated or people talk about it. And in this case, NRG has finally solidified one, and they do it with a pretty funny trailer if you guys want to take a look.
You know, I know what to do here. Hold on.
Yo, Sis, what's going on?
Well, I wrecked my car again, man.
Dang, that's like 50 cars this week.
I know, man. These wrecks are burning a hole in my wallet. I need some better coverage.
Yeah, we'll get you some quality insurance to help with that. Let me call the big man.
The big man? You mean Shaq?
Dude, Shaq's been with the General Insurance since college.
Oh, for real? Good call, Musty.
Yo, Musty, what's poppin'?
Shaq, Sis keeps getting demoed. Can we get him some better coverage?
Of course, anything for you, Musty. Just let me bring my friends from a general to take care of them.
You're the man, Shaq. Were we still on for that game of pickup later?
How about I see you and the NRG boys on the field instead?
See, Sis, I told you Shaq would know what to do.
I appreciate it, man. But wait, you just have Shaq's number, Musty?
Yeah, doesn't everyone at NRG?
All right, send me that later. Just make sure the rest of the team gets the coverage as well.
Good call. Let's get it going.
Has a read and follows it! Guaranteed! It's gonna send Charlotte Phoenix home!
The whole time, back down the field. And Squishy will think about it all.
So for those that don't know, Shaq has been involved with NRG for quite a while now as one of their investors, along with people like Michael Strahan. I think J-Lo was at one point as well. I don't know if she still is, but there's obviously some big names behind NRG. And in this case, for those that have not seen the commercials, and I'm not going to play any of the commercials because probably I'll get in trouble, but if you guys go search the General Insurance commercials, you'll see Shaq and how he has been kind of their spokesperson. He's been the face of promoting those commercials for quite a while now, both on TV as well as on radio. And that whole situation kind of goes hand in hand where you've got cars, like it shows in the trailer, that get demoed and needing insurance. And it's actually a pretty clever skit. And eventually Shaq's branding with that, also tying over to the fact that he's associated with NRG, actually works out perfectly. And we now have the General NRG. This is no longer the fact that they are NRG Esports. They have sold the naming convention to the General NRG. And I don't know how often it's going to be referred to that. I don't know if the teams are still going to call them NRG. I don't know what rules are going to be enforced about it. But anytime you see that name, you are going to see the General NRG on broadcast. Along with that, possibly a different color scheme for only the Rocket League team. And keep that in mind. This is only for the Rocket League team. This doesn't apply to any of the other NRG teams. It is only the Rocket League team that they have done this association for. And you're going to probably see this more and more often as esports kind of starts to grow. It's a really good idea for marketing purposes, branding purposes, and everything else, just to provide some funding. It makes a lot of sense. So with that also comes some new jerseys that personal preference. Obviously, I've always associated NRG with 3 colors, but green is not one of them. In an article with GG Recon, you can see an example of the jerseys. Definitely some photoshopping done. Obviously, Garrett has kind of a weird neck and the same body, the exact same body as Justin, but it is what it is. Obviously, you got to put the jerseys on what you can, but they have renamed officially to the General NRG. And they also have some quotes and talked to Shaq a little bit about this one. Shaq had to say that the explosion of the esports industry has been really exciting and it's just getting started. Both the General and NRG connect with similar audiences, so a partnership here is a natural fit. I can't wait to watch it come to life. President of NRG, Brett Lautenbach, also states that they're thrilled to bring the General into the world of esports and NRG. Coming in as an entitlement partner on our historic Rocket League team is such a natural fit to the General. So obviously very excited. Pretty happy that they found a partnership that makes sense and one that is already associated to Shaq. Curious on how much Shaq actually had to do with this one and how much he's been able to associate it with it. But ended up working out pretty dang well. And the fact that NRG now has that new name is going to definitely take some time to get used to, in my opinion. But ultimately, looking at it, this just seems like a step in the right direction. Obviously, esports is going to have some people that kind of be the pioneers in this regard, and them doing just that. Even though they aren't the first, they're probably one of the bigger ones to do it. And I'm curious on actually what the deal, like the actual specifics of the deal were, because I'm sure they got paid a boatload for it. So kudos to NRG. I just, as a longtime NRG fan, obviously Kings of Urban, way back into NRG, you kind of associate that with a certain meaning. And now it's the General and they're green instead of like black, white, and like a reddish, like purple. I don't even know what color, like magenta, I guess. Yeah, it's just, it's going to feel weird. It's going to be a little bit different to get used to, but credit all around. NRG finally got a partnership. It took them a long time. I mean, we're shy of, like I said, what, like 2-3 months out of a year? It was the tail end of July that it happened, July 22nd, 2020. So the fact that it's finally happened is pretty awesome. The fact that they've been persistent with it and it ended up working out, I'm sure they're really happy about. This should be a long-term partnership as well. I don't foresee it going away anytime soon. Obviously, Renault Vitality situation, they kind of split off, but in the original post, it did say that NRG was seeking a multi-year deal and was asking a price of the 6 figures on an annual basis. So at least a couple $100,000 at a minimum and for an extended period of time. So a pretty heavy chunk of change. It's going to pay those players salaries for quite a while, which is awesome to see that it ends up working out. So ultimately, I'm curious on what you guys think. Is this something that you guys are okay with? Is this something that you don't like? Obviously, we are in esports world kind of associated to gamer names and team names that are kind of weird. Rather than based upon like city and regionality. We have names like Team Queso and Space Station Gaming and stuff that is not a brand or an association in that regard. So I am curious on what you guys feel about it. In the comments down below, are you guys okay with this? Not okay with this? Do you understand the importance of more of these coming in and what it can do for the scene? Ultimately, I want to know what you guys feel. Let me know in the comments down below. And while you're down there, if you guys enjoy the content, give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe, turn on notifications, all that fun stuff. We've got a lot of coverage coming up here soon in regards to majors, who's qualifying, point system. A ton of you have been asking, like, why is Dignitas not in? Why is the Giants not in? I will answer those questions in a video coming up here soon. So, again, with that said, that is going to do it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed the content, thumbs up, subscribe. Links to everything I talked about in the description down below. And if you would like to talk more about this, come hang out with us on Twitch. I stream every day but Tuesday, twitch.tv/Lawler. We can discuss this further detail if you'd like to. I'm always down to answer Q&As. Other than the times where I don't have the ability to get to it in a video. So that being said, that's going to do it for me. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend. Peace.